Yesterday, we got a brand new trailer for The Batman, our third trailer for this movie, and it's called The Bat and the Cat. So, of course, it focuses heavily on Batman and Catwoman, aka Selina Kyle. But there's some other things revealed in this trailer as well, which, by the way, if you haven't already, you can check out my trailer breakdown for it on my channel. But what I really want to talk about today is the Riddler, because this trailer reveals a little bit more about Edward Nashton, aka the Riddler, in this movie, specifically when it comes to his clues that he has been leaving behind for the Batman. And we now know that this is actually going to be part of the marketing for this movie, which I think is going to be really fun because there's clues in this trailer that we as the audience, we as fans, can actually decipher ourselves, and I think that's really cool. That's a really fun way to market this movie, is to really include the audience in the fun of deciphering these codes and these messages. I just think that's really, really cool, and that's something I've always loved about the character of the Riddler, and now we're getting that in this movie, which I think is going to be really, really cool. So there are some codes in this trailer for the Batman, the Bat and the Cat, which one of them was actually pointed out by one of you in the comment section of my trailer breakdown, so thank you for that, because I didn't even notice it until you pointed it out. But even when I did notice it, I had no idea how to decipher it, but now we do know how to decipher it. So the one I'm talking about is this one. At the end of the trailer, it says only in theaters March 4th, 2022, discovered at Dolby Cinema, experience it in IMAX, and down below that, it has a secret code, secret message. So what does this mean, and how do we decipher it? Well, apparently Warner Brothers and DC have released this official decipher that will let you decipher these codes for this movie, which I think is gonna be really, really cool. Like you might even want to like print this out or something to, like, you know, keep it for safekeeping and actually use it in the future, because they're going to be doing other secret messages and clues within the next 3-ish months before this movie comes out, which I think is going to be really, really cool. So, what does this message mean at the end of the trailer? Well, it translates to, "You are El Ratalada," which El Ratalada in Spanish means winged rat. So basically the Riddler is calling Batman a winged rat, because that's basically what a bat is, a rat with wings. But what's interesting about this, though, is "You are El Ratalada." That is actually a website. That's why it's URL, as in URL, like a website, Ratalada. So if you go to ratalada.com, which I'll link it in the description below, there's some really fun stuff there, because when you pop up there, basically it's the Riddler's website, which I think is so, so cool. And the Riddler is going to ask you a bunch of questions, a bunch of riddles, which are really fun to see. They're really hard to get, though. I only got the first one, which was what is red and black and dead all over, or something like that, and the answer is the Batman. And so there's just some really fun, cool riddles and questions on there that's fun to try and figure out for yourself. But what's interesting, though, is if you solve all these riddles and complete basically the message there, the Riddler will give you this image, which gives you another clue. Once again, as you can see, it is his Riddler logo in this movie, which is a mixture of the classic Riddler logo from the comics with the question mark, and of course the real life Zodiac Killer's logo as well. So you have another code here that you're gonna have to decipher, and you know, click away now if you want to decipher it for your own, but you can use the same decipher that I showed you at the beginning of the video. But for those that don't care, or just don't, want to put in the work to do it, it translates to "stay vigilant." So again, not really like a huge impact or like a huge reveal that's going to tell us anything about the movie, but again, it's just still really cool. I think this is a really fun way to market this movie, and it makes so much sense with the character of the Riddler. So I think this is going to be really fun, and I'm really looking forward to these next 3 months when we get more clues and riddles from Edward Nashton, the Riddler himself, and try to decipher them together. This is really going to be one of the fun parts of this movie leading up to it. But guys, let me know your own thoughts on this in the comments below. What do you think about this utilization of the Riddler for the Batman's marketing, and what are your thoughts on this whole riddle thing and Riddler in this movie in general, and do you think this is a cool idea? So anyways guys, let me know your own thoughts in the comments below, and thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so I keep it up to date on everything that goes on in the DC life.